I'm back with a totally different kind of video. This isn't a recipe video, but it is to do with health and fitness and a passion of mine. So it's, I can't contain myself, I'm really excited because some of you may have known I actually wear a Fitbit in every one of my videos. And if you don't know what a Fitbit is, it's a form of, it's an activity tracker, and it counts how many steps I do during the day. I constantly wear it and it tells me how many calories I've burned. So I'm going to open my Fitbit Charge HR in front of you and tell you my first impressions. So I have it synced up to an app called MyFitnessPal, and I type in all of my foods on there. I do stick to the general rules of a Slimming World plan, but when it comes to if I'm really wanting a treat, then I will just type in that product into MyFitnessPal, and MyFitnessPal and Fitbit talk to each other, and it's brilliant. It's a great way for me to maintain my weight. You don't realise how hard you work just by walking around, and well, how active you are. I still think this is a great piece of kit. I feel like I don't necessarily need an upgrade, but I do really want to know what my heart rate is. So let's open it. I'm so excited. Everyone's gotta love a new toy. So it's glued firmly at the top, so you can't just open it, have a look at it and send it back. It's coming out. Ooh. It's feeling rubbery. So it comes in a little watch holder if you wanted to store it, but I can't imagine why you would. The very first thing that I want to tell you is instantly I see a difference with the fastener. The Fitbit Flex, it does have a lot of fantastic reviews, but it's also got a lot of bad reviews because of the clasp. I do think it's a design flaw. If you do buy the Fitbit Flex, you really should be buying 2 of these as well. These came from America and they're about £5. I bought them on eBay, and they just fasten over the clasp. So instantly I'm going to feel more safe just with this clasp here. And with black, I'm happy with black because it's going to be discreet, a lot more discreet than my other one. You can see the difference in the width. The Fitbit Flex is about 1 centimetre and the Charge HR is probably about 1 inch. So after a struggle, I've finally managed to unfasten this. At least I know it's not going to fall off if I'm struggling to take it off this. Ooh. It feels more flexible than this, it's more bendy. This is a small size, and you can see the heart rate monitor sensor is just there. So it feels a little bit tricky. It would need some practice. So I've got it on. I'm just going to peel the sticker off. So I've got it on the 5th notch, and just to give you an idea, my wrist is 14 centimetres round. So this is the small band. So let's open the rest of the pack. So in the box, you get a USB charger. So this plugs into underneath of the actual watch. I did see some little pins. I didn't know what they were for at the time, and I thought I'll find out shortly. So I'll be able to plug this into a USB. Or the Fitbit Flex, you have to take out this little device, plug it into a little USB thing and charge it that way. So what I'm already loving about this is I don't have to detach anything from this, whereas I did with this. And I've also got a Bluetooth device that you just plug into your laptop, just like the Fitbit Flex. Or instead, my Fitbit Flex just talks to my phone, which is Bluetooth enabled, and just tells me that way. So I don't actually have to have this device plugged in anywhere. I could go away on holiday and it would talk. And while I'm here, it will tell me how many steps I've done, how many miles, or you can have it in kilometers, how many calories I've burnt, how many active minutes. I won't show you the bottom, but it tells you how many pounds you have to go. So I believe with the Fitbit Charge HR, it also tells me how many floors I've done. You don't get that with the Fitbit Flex, but you do the Fitbit zip. I think it's called the Fitbit zip. The one that clips to a bra or to a waistband. But that one isn't waterproof, so I wasn't interested. So it's telling me to set it up. So that, I'm guessing that should be the same as my other Fitbit Flex. And the safety instructions. So I've just tried to follow the link to set up my Fitbit. I'll have to spend a bit more time later on to sort that out because obviously it's connected to my existing one. So I thought I'd just quickly read some of the things that it does before I totally forget. And so we know it is a step counter. It measures distance. This one does measure floors climbed, unlike the Fitbit Flex. We know that it tells us how many calories we've burned just by generally being active during the day. It tells us how many active minutes we've had, exactly like the Fitbit Flex. And there is a silent vibrating alarm, which is brilliant because it doesn't wake up the person next to you. It's not noisy, it's just a vibration, and I do love that. It also monitors your sleeping pattern, and one of the biggest selling points for me was that it automatically knows when you're going to sleep or when you're asleep, unlike the Fitbit Flex where you have to tell it when you're going to sleep. And it's quite fun to start off with, it's really interesting, but after a while you just go to bed, don't you, and you just, or you just forget. And so I would probably remember maybe 3 times in a month to do it, and it just becomes, I don't think it's the most important thing for me. So if I tap just a few times gently, there you go, that's a sleep mode. And then when you wake up, you just tap it again to wake up. And after a while, you just forget to do that. And with this, I can't wait for it to be automatic. It also displays run statistics, which I'm quite interested to find out, and caller ID alerts, whereas this won't tell you at all. And I'm looking forward to knowing what time it is as well. It's quite frustrating looking at your watch and you think, oh, I don't have a watch. It's just my Fitbit. And obviously the big thing that I wanted this for was the continuous heart rate. I've heard it's not the most accurate, but I'm not looking for the most accurate. I'm not training for anything. I'm just maintaining my weight. And I just want to be motivated. So it's going to be even more beneficial to me if I decide I want to do some yoga. And when you're doing high intensity interval training, I can never say that right, and you're doing planks and things like that, I want to know how many calories I'm burning. So I've just plugged in the USB charger. I'm going to plug this into there, and the reason it wouldn't turn on is because the battery was flat. So just to show you, I've got a little bit of an imprint from the HR monitor sensor, so I will definitely have to wear it slightly looser. So continuously flashing there, and you should wear it quite loosely to give your wrist a rest. So let's flick through, because it's had some charge now and it does need charge before you do anything. So if I click it, it's telling me it's 350, and that is spot on. So it's automatically detected the time. It automatically gives you a 10,000 step target, exactly like the Fitbit Flex, and I think that is pretty reasonable. So I'm going to keep clicking through it. I've done 55 steps, that's probably about right. My heartbeat, again, I've done 0.02 miles. 830 calories, I will find out about that later. Steps climbed, 8, don't know about that. And time again. And if there's any questions that you want to know about Fitbit, this is pretty much my life, and I'll be wearing this non-stop. You'll see this in every video from now on. So I much prefer this. I just wish it was waterproof. That's my only bugbear. Right, if you loved this video and you want to see more like this, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.